Are you too hot? Beat the summer heat with a window AC unit from Davis Appliance and Furniture for as low as $299. We offer a cool, no credit needed financing options to meet your needs. For the brands you trust at the lowest prices in town, visit us at Davis Appliance and Furniture.
I'm a Tony. Big pizza, bigger deal. No hungry? Better be hungry.
Welcome to Davis Appliance and Furniture, where you can find the best deals in town. We offer new and used appliances, and we service what we sell. We offer no credit needed financing and delivery options to meet your needs. For the top brands at the lowest prices in town, visit us at Davis Appliance and Furniture.
Bengals, Falcons, tonight at 7:30 on News 12.
From the station that's on your side, News 12, first at 5, continues.
Well, high school football is officially back, and so is our Under the Lights coverage. It's the day that we've all been waiting for at this point.
That's right. We've got live team coverage from North Augusta to Burke County. But first, a few weeks into the school year and multiple incidents of violence in Richmond, Burke, and Aiken County schools. In the aftermath of the shooting at Josie High School this week, the school football game against Savannah has been moved to Saturday in Savannah.
And the Butler versus Cross Creek game has since been canceled, and in Aiken County and Burke County, officials are ramping up security measures for us.
That's right. In Aiken County, students at middle and high schools can now expect regular use of weapon detecting units. Weapon checks will be unannounced. An additional resource officer will be on campus, and a third lunch period has been added.
Yeah, News 12's Taylor Martin live in Burke County for us. And Taylor, talk to us about some of these security measures in place for tonight's game.
Well, here in Burke County, the Burke County Sheriff's Office will be increasing patrols at tonight's game. It comes just a few weeks after fights disrupted the first week of school here at Burke County High School. The Sheriff's Office says so far they've responded to 4 gang-related fights. Now they're doing what they can to make sure families can enjoy games without fights making it to the football field, with extra precautions continuing to roll out across all districts to keep students and their families safe while enjoying Friday night lights. Some parents wonder if it's enough.
It's a nice step. It's a proactive step, but it's a predictable step. And somewhere in this world, you know, if trouble wants to find you, it'll find you.
And all new on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we're looking into what other safety precautions you can find tonight at football games just to make sure you're prepared when you head out for those Friday night lights.
And it's an exciting night that we've all been looking forward to. We're hoping for a clean night, no incidents at all. That's why these security measures are in place. Thanks for keeping us updated with that, Taylor. We're shifting gears to weather now.
Under the Lights, powered by Sig Cox.
And that's right, News 12's Under the Lights coverage is back starting right now. We've got several big games slated for tonight.
Oh yeah, we have been waiting for months to see these student athletes back on the gridiron.
Good evening, everyone. To quote the great Andy Williams, it's the most wonderful time of the year because high school football season is finally here. Let's begin our Under the Lights coverage with a classic showdown between the defending Class 2A state champion Thompson Bulldogs and the Burke County Bears. News 12's Nick Veland joins us live from Burke County. Nick, what better way for the Bulldogs to start their title defense than by going head-to-head with their longtime rivals?
And that's exactly right, Dan. There's anticipation in the air here at the Bear Den, and when these two line up, the storylines are endless, especially going into this year's matchup. First off, there's a new leader for Burke County. Michael Stevens takes over after Coach Parker retiring last season. Coach Stevens used to coach Thompson's head coach, Michael Youngblood, when he was in school, and Youngblood and the Thompson Bulldogs are coming off of a state championship win and going 14-1, but that one loss being to the Burke County Bears.
Well, you know, it may be a little bit personal for them in regards to that. You know, Burke County was the blemish on their perfect season last year, but outside of that, you know, these two new teams.
Well, we've talked about it, that was the only blemish. The one thing about rival games is that team gets to talk for 365 days. So, you know, you definitely want to try to correct the wrong things that you did.
And like Yep, Coach Youngblood just mentioned there. This game is just for bragging rights because it's not a conference game. So both teams are able to learn off of this game, no matter the wins or the loss happening tonight. And both of these coaches having that familiar face with each other, they'll be able to learn even deeper. And I'll go more into that all new on News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Thank you, Nick. Whenever those two teams get together, it's always a lot of fun. Let's slide over to North Augusta, where the Yellow Jackets are preparing to kick off their season against the Evans Knights. Our very own Alyssa Lyons is live over at North Augusta, ahead of a matchup between two teams that always seem like they have something to prove.
Oh, absolutely, Dan, without a doubt. I know you talked to head coach Barrett Davis last week from Evans, and he said that this is the toughest non-conference schedule that they've ever had, and it all begins right here tonight. And they hope to start off just like they did last year with a big win against North Augusta. In that win last year, the Knights knocked off the Jackets for the first time since 1997. Head coach Barrett Davis knows that this team is not the same as last year, and the Jackets are equally not the same as they once were. With no telling how tonight will go, Davis says his guys will lean on what they've learned this offseason, and it all begins with accountability.
You only get one go around in this life, and we don't want our kids to waste a day. Be thankful for the little things you have: running water, roof over your head, all those little things. Enjoy those and enjoy the game of football and what it's going to teach you, and be open to criticism, be open to change, and be willing to grow through it.
Now here at the Jackets Nest, it is the calm before the storm, because a storm it will also be the debut of Beans Hunt with North Augusta and head coach Richard Bush. I'll have that all new on News 12 at 6 o'clock for you.
Beans Hunt won 3 state championships during his time at Thomas Jefferson Academy, so it should be a lot of fun to see how the Yellow Jackets' new look offense is in action this year. As always, Alyssa, thank you, and Will, back to you.
I think Beans Hunt is probably one of my favorite names in football, at least for this year.
Perfect.
But our Under the Lights coverage does not stop once these cameras go off. All of it live right here on our website, wrdw.com. All you need to do is go to the top section right here. I don't think this is going to let me scroll, but you go to the top section of our homepage, you go to that sidebar, you click Sports, and then you click the Under the Lights tab. All the highlights, coverage on the biggest stories and results for the games in both South Carolina and Georgia, all right here on our website, so you will not miss a beat. We'll have that coverage all in one place to make things extremely easy for you all season long.
Ah, what a great time of year. So excited. DNR says it is not going to remove an alligator spotted where students walk to school. Earlier this week, the Columbia County School District sent out a warning that a gator was spotted at a pond in the Blue Ridge Crossing neighborhood. Now, that's right near Blue Ridge Elementary and Lakeside Middle School and High School in Columbia County. DNR says the gator is not harming anyone, and the schools have a fence.
Well, over at Aquinas High School, they are breaking ground on a new athletic complex. We'll have those details coming up next. Riley?
And looking great for those high school football games tonight, and nice weather should stick around through the weekend. Next week, though, it's going to get hot. We'll have a look at that forecast next.
Thompson, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. We make buying easy.
Well, Hurricane Hillary is threatening parts of the West Coast. The tropical cyclone reached Category 4 status today. Now, experts say it could be the first tropical storm to hit Southern California in 84 years. The storm could cause flooding and potential mudslides. I know some warnings going out earlier today for parts of Southern California, but we do not like to see this so early. I know the East Coast here is just kind of floating around waiting for something to happen as well.
Yeah, but that's not fair for California. I mean, they have earthquakes, they have wildfires.
They've got enough to deal with, right?
In what, 84, the first time in 84 years, they don't need this.
Yeah, absolutely.
They don't need this, Riley.
Yeah, it is very unusual. As we just mentioned, the first one in 84 years, and actually since the cone of uncertainty, the cone we show to project where these storms are heading, that was adopted in 2002 by the National Hurricane Center. It's the first time ever Southern California has actually ended up in the cone of uncertainty.
Yikes.
So pretty impressive stuff there. But rain definitely the big threat impacting the Southern Cal with Hillary. Beautiful day overhead Friday.
Over the past several months, Aquinas High School has been raising money to make major upgrades to their sports facilities. Tonight, they're finally ready to break ground, and News 12's Will Volk caught up with the Fighting Irish, who are looking to make some final memories on the field that served their school well for decades.
The Aquinas football team is expecting a bittersweet night. It's the first game of a new season, but at the same time, it's the last game on this field. The Fighting Irish have called this field home for more than 45 years, but school leaders believe the time has come for something new. After tonight's game, construction will start on a year-long project that will basically rebuild this athletic complex. The team will play the rest of their home games this season at Greenbrier. They know tonight will be emotional.
A lot of these guys' dads have played here, brothers, uncles. So it's gonna be a big crowd. But at the same time, our kids understand the need for what we're doing.
It's gonna be awesome to see the new stadium and all the new facilities, and it's gonna be kind of sad to see all this go.
And coming up in the next half hour, we'll hear from the principal about why she thinks this project is needed.
Thank you, Will. And as you mentioned, while construction on their new field is taking place, Aquinas is going to play the rest of their home games this season over at Greenbrier High School. Now stick around because our Under the Lights coverage continues on News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Are you not getting the Wi-Fi speed you need for that television in a spare bedroom? I'm Jamie Tucker. Coming up, I'm going to show you a few tips on how to improve your Wi-Fi speed all over your house.
First Alert Radar.
Purchasing the Zaxby's app? Sweet! Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
Many times when you're watching Netflix or another streaming service, everything pauses. You might get that notification on your screen that your internet connection is too slow to play the movie. It is so frustrating.
Yeah, absolutely. I've had those problems. But before you run out and buy a new expensive router, our consumer tech reporter Jamie Tucker says there are a few things that you can do to speed things up.
Everything in your home that connects to the internet is eating up just a little bit of the speeds of your Wi-Fi networks, from doorbells to Alexa devices to big screen TVs. So if you're not getting the speed that you need, there are a few things you can do to improve your Wi-Fi. Might not be your Wi-Fi, but your modem and internet provider. Check there first. Connect the computer to the modem using an Ethernet cable, and then go to speedtest.net. See if it matches what you're paying for. If it's slower, contact your provider. Place your Wi-Fi router as close to the middle of the house as possible, away from other appliances that can cause interference. Next, check the Wi-Fi signal of the router by connecting to Wi-Fi on a phone, and then run the speed test again. Do this in several rooms. If the test shows slower speeds, the router may be to blame. Wi-Fi technology has improved drastically in the past few years, so if you're using a router that's, say, 5 years old or older, you may need to upgrade. If you haven't already done it, download the app for your router. You can see all of the devices connected to it and sharing the signal. The app also controls updates. Make sure your router has the latest software, not just for speed, but regular security updates. You may want to pick up a mesh network of routers. You place these around the house, and they improve the signal in areas and rooms. And these Wi-Fi extenders work well, too. They're relatively inexpensive. A common mistake is putting these extenders inside the room that you need the faster internet. Instead, put it about halfway between that room and your primary router. You'll probably notice a change. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker.
Now, if you're in the market for a new Wi-Fi router, Jamie says look for one labeled Wi-Fi 6. It will improve the signal for larger homes. Some news you can use.
The next time you fly, the TSA wants you to know and have all of the knowledge when it comes to packing a gun the correct way. Now, TSA regional spokesperson Mark Howell says all firearms need to be unloaded and secured in a lockable padded case, and you cannot bring a firearm through the carry-on TSA checkpoint. You need to first go to the ticket counter and declare their firearm and complete a firearm declaration form.
TSA doesn't have any issue. We don't want to infringe on anybody's right to take a firearm with them when they travel. We're perfectly okay with it, as long as it's packaged the right way and it's declared with the airline. Where you're going to run into trouble is when you bring it to the security checkpoint and we detect it in a carry-on bag.
Howell also says that you can put a gun case in a suitcase after the declaration process is complete, and recommends doing that because thieves may target what looks like a gun case at baggage claim.
2 people have died at Columbus State University. The Muskogee County coroner says he believes it was a murder-suicide, saying that it appeared that a man had killed a woman before taking his own life. The university issued a statement saying that the incident had happened on the main campus.
The South Carolina Secretary of State's office is now accepting nominations for its annual Angel Awards. Every year, the Secretary of State honors several charitable organizations, and this helps the communities know which charities are putting their resources and money back into the people that they serve. To qualify, charities must use at least 80% of their contributions for charitable services, have been in existence for 3 years or more, make good use of volunteer assistance, and not rely heavily on funding from grants. Riley?
Well, we should see another comfortable night down into the 60s waking up early Saturday. Unfortunately, this cooler air doesn't stick around too long. We'll take a look at some hotter temps in that 7-day just after the break.
Wrap up local GMC dealer.
You know, you've got it pretty good. Streaming this much stuff was never this easy. Nice eye thingies.
They're collagen boosters.
Get internet on the Xfinity 10G network made for streaming for $30 a month for 12 months and add Now TV for $20. It's the best value in live TV and streaming.
You guys like this show too?
Yes, chef! Get way more into what you're into when you stream on the Xfinity 10G network.
Don't snooze on only at Ashley.
If you've been wanting some sizzling hot Tex-Mex, Friday is the perfect day to fulfill that craving. That's because today, August 18th, is National Fajita Day.
And cowboys in Texas created the delicious dish in the 1930s. After a day of hard work, they would make a meal with the so-called throwaway cuts of beef and tortilla on campouts. A couple decades later, people started adding cheese and vegetables, the good things, to become the fajitas that we love today. So, you know, if you're out and about, we've got great weather to go eat some fajitas at some restaurants.
Now I'm hungry.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I can smell and hear that video.
Nothing like that fajita plate coming out.
It's the most obnoxious thing in a Mexican restaurant.
No, it is
like,
not.
You like attention if you order that meal at a restaurant.
Oh,
Everyone's got to look at you and they're jealous. Once you see that sizzling hot plate coming out,
I
you know
love
that's
it.
good food.
And you
I love
smell
it. I'm
it.
just saying, you like attention, like because you're gonna order that knowing the noise that it's making
Because you
coming
like
to your table.
hot, sizzly food, that means you like attention.
Exactly.
It's louder than a jet airplane going by.
They do keep it hot. They let you know that that is a hot plate, and you can hear
Wow,
it.
you were so
You
easily
can make
bothered.
fajitas on the sidewalk out here because it's so hot, guys.
It absolutely is. Actually, I took a recording of the sidewalk earlier this week. It got up to around 160 just outside our
sounded
station.
like fajitas.
So that was sizzling for sure. Luckily, not as
How
much sizzle
obnoxious
out
at
there.
the sidewalk.
Luckily, we're not sizzling